as I go to swing the last one, I say, you fought my parents, but you can't fight me. Am I not good enough for you to murder in cold blood?
Hey guys, it's Mia here, and welcome back to episode 19 of the D&D podcast. Last time on Dungeons & Dragons, we saw dark plans being hatched and dark deals being made. What will happen in this episode? Let's get into it and find out.
You guys are now on the road.
I try to lean over Scarlet. Hey, have you noticed where James has been a lot more of an ass?
Yeah, and you see his weapon.
What happened? And especially saying that out loud like people. I mean, that's the whole reason we're doing it, isn't it?
No. I mean yes.
The fuck, mate?
It's definitely strange. We should keep our guards up, just in case.
Kind of have me a little worried. But I would admit that the weapon's kind of cool. Hopefully it's enough to dragon, though.
Let's just leave Bartholomew.
Hey,
He knows what he's doing.
Your ass.
So what do you think we'll be expecting?
It can't be good. Not from the state that boy was in.
Well,
or whatever it is, we'll just have to kill it.
Well,
Did you say just means looting? These people are
Exactly,
scared.
just more loot. I don't care. I mean the gold.
Sure.
So you gotta realize that point. You need to survive. Plus, also, I've been gone half the time, so I'm wanting to restock on.
I wonder whose fault that was. I thought you guys were behind me.
I was, and then I got knocked out.
That was in the past. Can we move
That's
on?
okay. That's a pass. I'm pass.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna keep on going.
I'm in the back in deep thought.
I'm gonna right back towards him. Hey, Claireon, you okay, Pody?
With my eyes, I just look at him, not turning my head. I just my eyes look at him, and I'm like, I'm fine. What do you want?
You have the map?
Yes.
Do you have any ideas where we're at and how we are to the town?
I pull out the map and I look at it.
You can judge that you're about halfway there. 3 a.m. in the morning, you've been on the road for about 12 hours.
We're halfway.
So, Claireon, why are you along with us? I don't think I even asked him before.
Oh, yes, I was with you at the gnome village. Anyways,
I roll my eyes.
I'm here as an old friend, Midnight. We ran into each other during an expedition towards Phandalin. My previous party had been completely annihilated by the dragon, and so we found it a shared goal in each other in the pursuit.
So you're basically down for revenge.
You could say that.
Alright.
Anyway, looking at the map here, we still have quite a ways to go. I would suggest probably within the next hour to find a place to set up camp for the night.
Midnight, Scarlet, you guys want to take a break, set up camp here?
It's fine to me. I'm getting a little tired.
James, how about you?
Bartholomew flies down and curls up into a ball and sleeps.
Tie the to trees.
I'll be by Scarlet doing that as well.
I just observe James because I'm kind of scared.
I'm going to help set up camp in tents.
Cool,
After
cool,
I'm
cool.
done tying the horses, I put like a cloak or something over Bartholomew.
While she's doing that, I would like to stare at Bartholomew from my bedroll very blankly.
I meditate.
I'll
meditate,
keep
okay.
first watch.
I'll watch with Scarlet.
I guess I'll go to bed.
As the night rolls over, the moon has traveled across the sky. It is still very dark outside. Scarlet kind of looks up and notices that it's almost half a moon. You kind of just look at your wound a little bit. It healed significantly, but you can still see the scars of what appear to be giant rat teeth. As you two are watching over the camp and scanning for enemies, 2 fish-like creatures come up behind you and attack you. So that first hit on Scarlet, that is going to do 2 slashing damage to you. And then it's going to try to bite into you. So it tries to bite into you, but the chainmail protected you and it kind of broke one of its teeth. The other one is going to claw at Midnight. Because Scarlet gets kind of pulled back a little bit first from the claw attack. Midnight is ready. She moves her head over to the side. The claw goes right next to her. She pulls the claw and flips the dude over and throws him. He's now prone in the middle of the camp, unable to make any more attacks. You see 2 more creatures come in from either side.
Bartholomew, get up! We need you right now. And then I'm gonna take out my short swords and go for the one right behind me. And then I'm gonna do 2 weapon fighting to hit with my other one.
He is bloodied. You have pissed it off. As you go to, you slice off one of the fins on its face. It screeches at you, pain. Even though it's dark with the moonlight, you can see its black pupilless eyes.
Alright, I'm gonna go for a haymaker for the one that Scarlet's fighting.
Alright, not happy.
And now do I have to do my second attack?
How do you want to do this? You punch it in the face so hard, You can see its fish kind of aquatic skull cave into its face. That's how hard you punched it. It falls to the ground. It is dead.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the one by Claire.
Punch it and you dislocate its shoulder. It is not happy with you.
I'm gonna use a key point because I want to do stunning strike on it.
You punched it and your fist just stops right on its chest and it kind of looks down at you and smiles.
I want to stand up and I want to hit that one. I'm using the axe side.
How do you want to do this?
I just want to wake up and just see the guy like standing on the top of me, getting ready to smack or whatever. So I want to stand up and I want to just tower over it. I want to slowly just start spreading my wings out as if I'm getting ready to take off. And as I'm doing that, I want the lightning to start crackling over the axe and over my body. And I want to pull the axe off of my back as all the lightning starts to surround me. And then with one large battle cry, I want to take it and I want to slam the axe just into his body. I don't want it to cut all the way through. I want it to just stop halfway and just electrocute it.
It is dead.
I pull out my rapier and my dagger.
As you stab it with the rapier, it screams at the top of its lungs in pain.
So then I stab it.
You stab it in the shoulder and it screams. As you take the dagger and yank it toward the top of his shoulder, you slice it open and you see the bone as it protrudes from his shoulder. So it is now the monster's turn. First up is the silver one up here. He's gonna do a multi-attack against Taylor. He's gonna go in with the spear. It goes in the spear and he misses. He's gonna go in with the claws. He does 3 slashing damage to you, clawing at your chest. And then the prone one is going to try to attack Shadow. Alright, he's gonna go try again. He's gonna bite at your legs. Completely misses. He tries to bite your foot. You move your foot out of the way and you stomp curve his head into the ground, dealing another 3 points of damage. It is now Clairion's turn.
Hearing stuff while I'm crisscross applesauce on the ground, I'm looking around and trying to get my bearings of like, what the fuck is happening? And so, first thing I see, Shadow with his foot on the head of one of them, and I'm going to cast Ray of Frost at it. While still crisscross applesauce, I'm going to use Meta Magic to copy Ray of Frost to target the one that Midnight is fighting.
So the first one died. How do you want to do this?
While its head is still in the ground, it feels a gust of wind start to slowly freeze the blood vessels side of its skin, and it slowly becomes unable to move any of its body except for his eyes. And its last sight is Shadow standing over and with foot on his neck as he fades into darkness. I'd like to look at Midnight and be like, speed this up, please.
The last one, Midnight is fighting.
I want to go over to it and I just want to slash right through its neck.
Slice the other fin off his face.
Then I'm going to go and roll my other one.
How do you want to do this?
I just want to take one of my short swords, I want to cut it, and then I'm going to realize that it didn't work, and then I'm going to slash him right through the middle, right down vertically, like fish.
As you do that, his 2 halves fall apart. With that, the battlefield goes quiet.
I would like to re-enter my trance to gain back my pursuit.
Bartholomew, is there anything else you'd like to do?
Can I
Sleep.
see something?
Shadow?
I'm meditating.
Then I'm going to wake up Shadow and tell him get to watching.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna
okay.
go to sleep, so after with her.
Before Scarlet took meditate, I quickly talked to him. I was like, that weapon is fucking.
I know
That's
he's got
true.
you scared and he's got you. I'm worried about him too, but he is our teammate. We're just gonna
But he-
trust him for now.
But you do know we need to think of contingency back because he is the strongest and he help us out.
Yeah, and he could do that without that weapon. What do you think he could do with it?
Probably think we might need back, but go take your nap.
I'm gonna go and
And make
meditate,
sure
I
your
guess.
boyfriend doesn't kill.
He is not my boyfriend. I
Oh.
just blush.
Sister. Alright, good night.
Good night. Then I go and meditate. But
And I keep watch.
You wake up around noonish. Sun is high in the sky. Birds are tweeting as you wake up around all the corpses.
well, I'm gonna eat one of my rations and cue to leave.
Same here.
I am taking to the skies.
I shall get up and get on a horse and start singing along.
You guys ride through the entire day. Little to no issues. Now you're starting to see a lot more sand as you get closer to the coast. You see the ocean as you guys are approaching at around 10 o'clock at night. Bartholomew is the first to see light coming from town just up ahead. You can see that some buildings have collapsed. It is a little bit of a larger town than Phandalin, but not by much.
I just
Alright.
fly a little bit faster.
And all of you soon arrive into Leyland. You have found there are some buildings that are cast in rubble, mainly on the outskirts.
So I look over to Scarlet at midnight. This place got fucked up. What were we supposed to do here again?
We were supposed to just help them from the attack.
Hopefully there's still survivors around.
Well, that's why we spread and look for them, which is what I'm gonna do.
Alright.
I'm gonna go check the area full of stairs for survivors.
I'm gonna go with Scarlet.
I went to the bay after they're headed here.
I'm going with Clarion.
I'm gonna go to the room full of stairs.
As you go to that part of town, you see a sign above the door, and you see a very upset dwarf on the sign. Underneath the lettering, you read the Salty Dwarf.
So I'm gonna go in.
You see a male dwarf behind the counter. He's kind of mad at the predicament they're in. You don't see anyone hurt here. You see a very broken woman who's in tears, drinking. You see a very sizable collection of shot glasses next to her.
Can I go and talk to her?
And she's crying. My husband, she's scared.
Hold on, calm down.
She takes another shot.
Did you say your husband is
And,
gone?
So the dwarf comes up to you and he's like, well, I don't know about where you guys are from. We just suffered a massive dragon attack. Her husband was just ripped to shreds by the fucking giant-ass dragon that came on through, destroyed several buildings.
Well, there's a stronghold that the last town, Phandalin, went to. Some of the villagers stayed in town, but if you want to take refuge there...
He's like, I'll spread the word around, but if anybody wants to go, I'll send them their way. But he's just mad.
Well,
He himself just pulls out a bottle of rum and just starts drinking it.
I'm just gonna slowly back out of the room.
We're gonna investigate the building right in front of us, the rectangular one.
You can see that the doorway is intact. That whole corner has fallen. You can see a woman through the rubble kind of just sweeping up.
I'd like to knock on the door.
She kind of just looks at you through the hole. She's like, are you serious right now?
Sorry, ma'am. Force of habit of formality.
Her child is laying in bed opposite of the door. What do you want?
Are you one of the shop owners, or is it a resident of yours?
Does this look like a shop to you? And she points to the rubble.
Well, considering the dragon attack left a debris in most of the buildings, it's hard to tell what's what nowadays.
Starts crying.
Bartholomew, this way. Let's leave them to it.
Clarion.
Yeah, I turn towards Bartholomew. I'm like, what's up?
What are you doing?
I'm looking for a private location where we can...
Carry on.
I knock on the building that we're right next to.
A very scrawny man with a hood answers. Hello?
Yes, are you okay considering the dragon attack that just happened? Are you uninjured? Do you have anyone else with you?
I am alright. The rest of the townspeople are not.
Are you by yourself in here?
I am.
Alrighty,
What's it to you?
We're from the village of Phandalin. We're gonna have to ask to head to tavern for your own safety.
Oh, on whose authority?
The mayor of Phandalin has asked us to escort and check on the town of Leylon to see if we can have any survivors come to the fortress of Axholm, just south of Phandalin.
Alright, I will head to the tavern.
And he walks to the door and he closes it, takes a key and inserts the keyhole and locks the door.
Listen, we need to talk.
I'm aware.
What's happened to you recently?
Huh?
You are not the same person that was working for us a while ago. Your behavior has changed.
Working for you?
Not
I'm sorry.
me, for us.
Say that one more time.
If I recall correct, but the person I remember talking to was not so callous and quick-tempered.
That is none of your business.
Well, considering that we're part of the order, my biz, quite frankly.
I outrank. It is none of your business.
Do you care to share light or any reasoning that you can tell me?
My axe slightly crackles behind me. There's your reasoning.
I look at the axe and look back at him. I'm like, very well then. Keep your secret.
What do we do with the rest?
Given
Their
the
time is running out.
situation, well, given my original mission given by my higher-ups, I have passed verdict on what I need, and action must be required. However, not
And the
everyone.
others?
I think some could be saved. And I look up at him. Given the right persuasion, what do you have in mind?
Initiation.
Of who? Surely you don't mean the roguish oaf who doesn't know the difference between and yellow.
I don't like that.
I hardly doubt anyone knows at this point.
Summon
Are
them.
you're insinuating the girl?
Yes. Quite fond of that one.
Yes, given how compassionate kind she is, I can see her appeal, but her naivete is somewhat
She can be
concerning.
corrupted.
Yes.
Call the order.
I will send a letter.
No, we'll call them.
How so do you intend I summon them?
I grab his hand and hold up his ring.
I wasn't aware that you knew of this.
I watch touch it. I'm
When?
in the order? You assume I don't know?
Oh, yeah, that.
I lift up my hand and tap my ring. Laylon. Now we wait.
I take a look at the harbor, see if I can spot anyone needing help.
You see, the harbor is fairly busy. You see a lot of families and merchants packing up in boats. You see a lot of people are wanting to leave. You see a father with his 2 children, one of them clinging onto a ukulele.
Hey, what's happening here?
No, you see, there's with the dragon attack, we don't feel safe here. We've heard the news about what's happened to Phandalin and Neverwinter, and now that it's attacked here, I think we're done. We're out of here.
So you just leaving this area, heading out to sea?
Yeah, we got some family off on the other reason, and we decided we're gonna stay with them and figure out what our next plan is.
Hopefully you guys can make safe travels, because there are dragons out there too.
I don't know. Icemdale's got problems, but it's not dragon problems. Storms off with this, really salty about it. He's like, sorry for that. His wife was, her life was taken by the dragon recently, and he's been everyone here has been really salty about it.
Actually, I should have figured that. I feel bad.
Yeah, maybe don't start trouble where it doesn't need to be. I haven't seen your face around. What's your name?
My name is Kyle.
Kyle? Well, Kyle, my name is Hisoka. Sorry that this is the time you came to Laylon. Are you coming to visit? Traveling?
No, me and the group are trying to help as many as we can before this dragon ourselves personally. Not all of us may survive. We're willing to sacrifice our lives in order for you guys to continue living.
All right. Well, I appreciate your nobility. All right. Well, I'll let you go. I have a town to make sure that riots don't, happen, and I will hope to see you soon.
All right.
Goodbye. We're traveling. He kind of leaves, goes off in his own direction.
I head back to the start.
Midnight and Scarlet, you have left the tavern.
I'm gonna go look for everyone else.
Clarion and Bartholomew. 3 puffs of smoke reveal helmeted, cloaked figures. They all wear hoods over their helmet. Their faces skewered. You hear their voice come through metallic through the helmet. You have summoned us, my lord.
You're damn fucking right I did.
What is thy bidding?
Well, Clarion and I have devised a plan for how we will dispose of the group. Clarion, would you like to tell them about your findings?
Yes. Turn around to group with my arms crossed. Just go. My original verdict was hopefully one positive outlook, but it seems given time that the verdict has changed to one of an unfavorable outcome. That being all possible threats which are present must be removed from the equation. But there is a new possible variable that could benefit us. The Order might have use of the girl, and it would possibly be beneficial to bring her into the fold.
They kind of look at each other like, what girl?
The girl that is accompanying us. Surely you have seen, keeping an eye on her as well.
No, we have not followed. We have kept the shadows gathering intel from Laylon, as it were. We saw that our rings lit up as to be summoned, so we followed them here.
Yes, well, there is a girl accompanying us and we are with. She is an elf of surface status.
So what would you like us to do?
Send word to the recruitment office about a possible new asset and inquire about recruiting her into...
And all 3 of them look to Bartholomew.
Clarion came up with a plan. He's a genius. I want him compensated. Clarion, give me the bone.
What bone? The bone? That bone?
Give me the bone.
Okay. I hand him the tusk of Gorthok.
I want you to make this into a weapon.
They look at the bone and they go, as you wish.
A cane sword, please. Clarion has class.
As you wish.
And do me a favor.
Yes, my lord.
At the end of this mission, I want him promoted.
As you wish.
Now get out of my sight.
Just as they entered, in 3 puffs of smoke, they vanish.
How's that for different?
I still have questions to answer.
I dabble in things in which the Order must know.
You're not the only.
Come, Clarion. We have a world to conquer.
I brush my hands off of dust.
So, you guys meet up with Midnight and Scarlet relatively at the same time as you see Shadow just kind of taking a nap.
Scarlet, perfect timing.
What is it?
I took some time.
You thinking is a dangerous pastime.
Sister,
I want to whisper to Clarion, this is what you see. I'm telling you, it's in her.
I want to give you something.
Is this where we get sentimental?
What is it?
In case I die, I hand her the wolf deck.
No, this is your dad. You really want to give this to me?
I mean, you are part of the family.
Aren't you going to need this against the dragon?
Scarlet, just take the knife. I feel like it's better in better hands than.
Can I have it?
You cannot have the knife, James.
Normally, I would agree, Birdman, but I fear you for some reason.
You should.
Yeah, you've been acting awfully strange.
My axe just crackles and hits me in the forehead just a little bit and leaves like a little tiny burn mark. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Doctor just leans from behind him and says, "He's PMSing. Eric Cocker have that weird sex thing.
We do?
What's wrong with it?"
Oh, we do.
Are you guys fucking?
Who?
Birdman and you, are you guys fucking?
Well,
I've
he doesn't
noticed
look
you
like
guys
Scarlet,
have
so
been-
no, I don't think so.
I've noticed you guys have been going off a lot at each other.
I just
Birdman
turned
gets
beet
really
red.
mad.
That's true. What have you guys been doing? What have you guys been doing, actually?
You guys are always meeting up. Like,
Midnight, what do you look like?
Huh?
I've only ever seen you with your mask on.
Yeah, no kidding. I have too,
Could
and
you
I've
take it
known you
off?
longer.
No, I'm good.
Why not?
Leave the man with his privacy.
I mean, we could all die here. I mean, the least we could do is just share some insight on each other.
How did it go from us talking
Scarlet-
about when you're born to talking about my mask? What's so interesting about my mask?
I mean, I've seen everybody's face and I haven't seen yours. I'm curious.
Scarlet,
As you guys are talking, a
I
slight
take the
drizzle begins.
My mask has nothing to do with it. I just like to wear it, and I have people don't want to see my face.
I want to see your face.
How about leave it at no, and you?
I'm sure
fucking
Clarion
stop
does. What about you,
talking about it?
Clarion? Steps on his toe.
Ah, fucker. It's a very curious situation.
What are you gonna do if I don't remove a mask? You gonna come over here and rip it off my face, huh? You fucking fag.
Okay, that is too far.
The axe slowly starts to crackle behind me more.
James,
Do you want to say that again?
Okay, I'm gonna get in between the two of them.
Do you want to say that again?
You heard
Okay,
me.
you get your boyfriend.
usually do,
I'll
but
deal
I'm
with
not
Midnight.
Okay, I put my hands on Bartholomew's chest. Just leave it. He's not worth it. So
Lots of lightning starts to crackle around the axe and now myself.
In the
Sorry if I don't
confusion,
agree with
can
you.
I attempt to sneak away? And as I go, I'd like to tap my retie. And I say, Doc of Lolon.
I'm heading to the dock to talk to the guard because this is getting out.
He can't do nothing. He's fag.
stop it.
I want to shove Scarlet out of the way.
Can I
Roll
resist?
me. Bartholomew takes his arm and tries to push Scarlet out of the way, but Scarlet, as small as she is, resists him as hard as he can.
Bartholomew screams in anger, and the
Wrong
lightning just gets stronger around him.
I backed off enough to not be shocked by touching Bartholomew, but I'm still in between them. Guys, this isn't worth it. We have more issues to deal with.
Can I move
Birdman
around her and
gets
go for
fed
a swing to hit the mask? Grab her by the face, and then just smack it into the rubble and have her body just fall over. Like,
Front face.
shatter like half of your mask or something.
His face has yet to be revealed. Shadow, you are running around in the docks. You are trying to find your friend Nix that you made friends with, the guard. And you see him talking to a couple kids.
Nick, sir.
Yes. How can I help you? What's up?
The fight getting out of hand. I point the direction.
Understood. He looks at the kids. Don't do that again. So you're just gonna stand there at the dock while he runs out to go find the Birdman.
Yeah.
The guard is kind of booking towards that area.
Wait.
Clarion, as you tap the ring, two of the three that you found, and they go, yes, what is it?
I have a request, a favor or so. So, what we know of is that the dragon possesses the item that the syndicate. However,
Yes.
the group I am with want to enter through them so if we can find one. I need to see if there are multiple points of entry to its lair.
Where is its lair?
It's supposed to be in the mountain south. Actually, if we're in Lowland, it's directly east of here. I'd like to pull out my map and show them. In the Sword Mountains, that known as Icespire Peak, there the dragon has its lair. I would like for you to scout ahead and see what points of entry are located in the mountain, and rendezvous back with us to see if there are multiple points of entry. If so, a majority of the group will enter through one area, and a group of you, accompanied by either me or Bartholomew, preferably me as Bartholomew, will accompany him in the back, flank them around, to flank the dragon.
Yes. We shall see what we can find.
Yes. As soon as you see any conflict arise, disengage immediately. I will not have you take risks on our account of your own lives.
As you wish.
Okay. Be swift and be safe.
Bow to you. They understand how you feel, and in two puffs of smoke, they puff out Bartholomew's turn.
I want to walk over to him, and I want to pick him up by the back of the head and look at his face.
You lift him up from the back of the head, and Scarlet, it is revealed that this is the person you have been hunting for so long. The person that you have thought to have burned your village to the ground, killing your parents.
Huh, you don't look familiar at all.
As his mask is moved, bright lavender purple eyes are revealed. A distinguishable figure right under his right I a mole?
I'm just gonna
Wow,
become.
you really don't look familiar at all.
I'm
Huh.
just standing
Fucking
there.
bastard.
Hey, Scarlet, what do you get at?
I'm just
Oh.
standing there so pissed that I'm shaking beyond measure. I take
it
out
cold out
both
here?
my short swords and I say, "You bastard! You
What did I do?
He's not angry at you. It's me.
I'm confused.
He is Ares,
Alright.
the betrayer, the one that destroyed my village, and he's been among us this whole time." And I just I come closer and closer with both swords ready to kill him. It is a
You hear a church bell in the distance go dong as you slice him. Because of now the rain getting heavier as thunder cracks the sky. Bartholomew loses grip, and as you do your second slash to Ares the betrayer, he is sent back, prone, lying on the ground as the rain his face.
I'm gonna come at him again. I'm gonna do the 2-weapon fighting again.
Midnight's bloody on the floor, kind of like you could kind of submitted, like he's not fighting back, like he hasn't used it once.
As I go to swing the last one, I say, "You fought my parents, but you can't fight me. Am I not good enough for you to murder in cold blood?"
Ares is leaned up against the wall, slowly getting up, covered in blade marks. It's like it was my fault. I let it happen.
Why are you not doing anything? You had no problem doing it to my family. And now you're gonna stand here and act like you had nothing to do with it?
I'm not acting like I had nothing. Go ahead, kill me.
Fight
This is my punishment.
back.
I let it happen. It was my fault. We shouldn't have gone there.
What do you mean you shouldn't have gone there? Gone where?
I was the reason for it happening. I'm the reason the whole village is destroyed. You are right. I am. I have betrayed everyone. Betrayed everybody who ever loved me. Betrayed you. I betrayed you twice.
I'm just shaking, absolutely enraged. Nope, I'm going for it.
Knight uses misstep to teleport away.
So I go for the final blow.
As she charges you, you use your Misty Step to poof, disappear in the rain. She sees you teleport again in the distance towards the horses.
Meat jockey, trap! I want Mick Jockey to stop, to trip or to throw his bones at midnight to make him fall over.
McJockey comes apart, all of his bones, and they start moving toward Ares. And as McJockey's bones start fluttering over to you, try to trap you, you jump over them and continue to run.
To me!
The bones start rattling and fly toward Bartholomew and wrap around him. And now he's in his bone armor.
I'm gonna chase after Midnight.
I'm gonna dash.
And I just want to yell for Claireon.
Clarion hears this.
Freed one of the horses.
You cut the horse free, and Scarlet is in hot pursuit.
Then I'm dashing.
She is now on the horse.
Now I'm taking Kadago.
In fear of death, Ares takes Hidalgo, not realizing that's going to piss her off even more.
Seeing her get on Hidalgo, I get really pissed, and then I take out my... And I'm gonna aim at him.
The arrow flies across,
Hits me in
Yes,
the
sir.
back and I just fall over.
hits her in the back, and she falls over off the horse. Onto the
Bartholomew is smiling.
And I just throw the bow down and, like, start crying.
Shadow, you are with the kids. As Scarlet screams, the guard that Angel sent finds you. He looks at you, Bartholomew. You! Stop right there!
All I'm gonna do is turn and look at him and grab my lightning axe and look as intimidating as possible. Turn
Roll
around
for
before I
intimidation.
chop your head off.
He stops for a second, his shield and his mace out, and he looks at you. He's like, "Stop! Are you?" And he kind of looks around. He sees that you're not in a fight with anybody. He does see Scarlet kind of running off in the distance. He's like, "I was sent here for a fight. Has a brawl been brewing?"
Go back to where you came, now.
He looks into your red eyes. He's like, stay out of trouble. And he kind of walking backwards now and keeping his eyes on you. He doesn't want to slice in the back.
I wanna wink at him.
And Clarion, you hear Bartholomew call for you.
So I make it back to Bartholomew, and I'm like, what's going on? Where's Scarlet and Midnight?
She killed him.
I'm sorry?
Scarlet killed Midnight, or Ares, I guess. Actually, that's a good question. Ares, does that name ring a bell?
Yes, he had observed the fact that a village had been razed to the ground by someone named Ares Royer.
Anyone
Clarion,
else?
as somebody in the order, you know that Ares has been faking it this entire time. You're just like, I'm not going to get into personal.
That's what stayed. But the order, aware of the fact that Ares has assumed the position of the guilty party when they're not really guilty. And have I known that this Midnight person has been Ares the entire time? Yes, they have been the entire time.
And you didn't tell me?
It was really trivial.
Well, she killed him.
Well, that's not trivial, is it?
No. You know what that is?
The plan was to originally hold her alive just for a little longer, so we needed him for the dragon.
Maybe, but there's nothing I can't do anything about it now. She kind of fucked him up.
I put my hand in my head like a
Actually, where did you
irritated
go?
I went to call some of the members of the that I know personally could scout ahead for Ice Peak Mountain to see if they could find multiple points of entry. That way, a majority of them could enter through one end, and the rest, one of us, preferably me, because will be the heavy hand in this momentous occasion, will distract the dragon while me and several others of the group of the order will flank the dragon from behind.
You will make a fine general, Clarion.
Well, I've had 50 years of combat training.
I want you to train Scarlet.
And what makes you think I even want the responsibility of someone else? I can barely handle myself.
You lost one already, didn't you?
Yeah, but that was more.
Try again.
If she dies, this is on you. You forced it on
I
me.
think it's on you.
Well, you forced it on me, so I'm blaming you.
I see potential in you, Clarion.
Anyway, which way did you go?
That way.
And where the fuck is Shadow? Where is everyone?
But look, don't even worry about him. I think what we should do is get to Scarlet, call the order, and have her initiated at once.
Oh, whatever, I can do that.
Shall we go? Do you want to hold hand?
No, I don't want to. A
Do you want me
second
to-
passes. A moment of probably like a 3-second silence passes. I'm like, okay, I'll hold your hand.
Come on, Claire. We're gonna go over to Scarlet.
As you two approach up to Scarlet holding hands.
I'm just on my knees in tears.
And then Midnight's just slid out on the floor by the horses with an arrow in his back.
Very well done, little elf.
Shut up,
Quite proud of you.
Bartholomew, I'm not in the mood.
Just
I mean,
slid
I
on the
put you
floor.
in the mood, but that's not important.
I don't respond to that at all.
I see you're in pain. Clarion gives great massages.
I don't want that freak touching me.
I just look at Bartholomew when he says this with a look of what the fuck.
Maybe I won't have you train her. Come, we will leave the body. Unless, Clarion, you have something you want to do with it? I'll leave the body to you. I will take some.
And I put my fingertips together and start tapping them maniacally.
You might want to call your friends, Claire, and settle this.
I shall handle it. You, Scarlet, and have her chill off at the tavern. Get her a few drinks.
Come, little Scarlet.
I get up without much of a word, putting my bow on my back as I do. Oh, I walk over and grab my arrow. Just rip it right back out.
I head back to the group, or I think where the group is at.
Clarion, you are left alone with the body. You see the body of Ares. You can see his skin slowly fading.
My. Not exactly a pretty face, imagine. I would like to grab the body, pick it up, and bind a nearby tree in the out of sight, so like it's somewhat in the wood. But I'd like to bind it to the tree. I would also like to strip the body of all of its weapons. I would like to take out my dagger and lift it up to his neck. So like the dagger is holding up her chin.
It is now Bartholomew and Scarlet's turn. Alright, you guys enter the tavern. Scarlet, you recognize the woman that was there crying before. She's passed out on the counter. The whole counter is littered with shot glasses at this point. The two men that were there earlier have left. You see the scrawny-ass cloaked man that Bartholomew sent over here a while ago. And the dwarf just looks annoyed. But not at you guys, but at the lady who is now passed out on his counter.
I want to walk up to him.
Oh, what can I do for you?
I need 2
What are you
shots in
doing
the
here,
bedroom.
Oh! And he looks at Scarlet. Oh!
I just glare at the man.
Don't even start. She'll probably kill you too.
I see. That'll be 2 gold pieces.
I give him 2 gold.
He's like, alright, just go upstairs and have a room ready for you.
Is it the biggest room?
Yes. And pours 2 shots and hands them to you.
Thank you.
You have a nice day. He's that kind of question a giant ass bird with a lightning battle axe on his back and a crying elf.
With a bloody
that's
sword
what happens when
dripping
I
down her
call
side.
the-
Alright, so you guys get into the room.
Here, drink this.
I take it and I drink it.
Was it good?
It tasted like rubbing alcohol.
It's probably what it is. I'm very proud of you. I didn't think you had it in you.
Didn't think I had what in me.
Murder, of course.
Did you miss the part where that was the whole point I was on this quest?
Yeah, maybe a couple times. I don't know, sometimes you speak and I don't listen.
Good to know. Now what do you want?
Nothing. Got you out of that situation, you fool. Let Clarion play with his new toy. God only knows what that necromancer's gonna do.
At this point I don't give a damn what he does to him.
I know. Although Clarion had some interesting information, and I figured I'd tell you in here. You don't do anything worse. Well, Clarion takes my shot. Don't really taste anything.
I'm just gonna go over, I'm just taking my weapons
mind,
off
never
and I'm
mind.
gonna go sit on the bed.
I don't know how much you're gonna believe this information or like it, but Clarion happened to know exactly who that was the whole time.
He what?
Uh-huh.
Then why didn't he say anything? Does he get some sick enjoyment out of watching us all be clueless fools?
He knew
Well-
exactly what I was on this quest for.
To put it lightly, that was not the person you were looking for.
What?
Yeah.
No. What did I
Yeah.
do? I just put my
Well-
head in my hands.
You killed somebody. That's what you did.
You knew it wasn't him and you let me do
I
that?
didn't know till okay, listen. I think the drink is talking. I'm gonna have to calm down. I didn't know. Clarion did. On the bright side, you did help Clarion out a little bit.
How did I help Clarion?
The reason Clarion has us in Midnight Aries, whatever you want to call him, Clarion and I, all happen to be, in cahoots.
What do you mean?
We're part of a secret organization.
Really?
Yeah, you just bought yourself a one-way ticket. If you accept,
And if I say no?
then I'll have to kill you.
I just look shocked, step back a bit. Why is it that I'm always the one in the dark?
I don't know. You have dark vision, so, you know, that kind of... You think you'd be able to see these things right in front of you.
This whole...
I know, it's a lot to take in. You just murdered somebody. It's okay. It could be worse.
How in the hell is this okay? I just
What
killed
okay?
our teammate.
Exactly. It's exactly what we wanted you to do. Or what I wanted you to do.
Who? You said what we wanted you to do. Who is we? And what do you have to do with this?
Well, it's mysterious some bodies. You know, somebody once told me. Unword. This alcohol's really getting to me.
Spit it out, please.
Look, you want in or not?
No,
I mean, you
well-
technically don't have a choice. You either get in and have a wonderful life, or you die.
I just look at him and look to the swords covered in Midnight's blood,
I wouldn't even.
and then look back at him like I'm just completely like shell-shocked and shattered by what I did. I'm
Clarion
just...
had a mission. You bought yourself a one-way.
What did I buy myself a one-way ticket into?
Well, since you asked, can I tap my little ring thingy? My bedroom.
As you do that, no one appears.
The fuck?
Something wrong?
Yes. What town are we in again?
We're in Leylon.
Leylon, my bedroom.
Nothing happens.
Why are you... What are you doing?
Is it who I think it is? I just grabbed my axe. Is it you?
Is it me? I move away. What are
What are
you
you
talking
doing?
about? You're sounding like a lunatic.
What have you done? Let's not know.
Who can't know what? Bartholomew, what the hell is going on?
I rip my ring off and I smash it with my hammer. I don't know. I'll have Clarion deal with it.
I'm gonna come up to Bartholomew and I'm like, I'm just completely shell-shocked. I'm like, I don't care anymore. I don't care. And I just kind of put my head against his chest.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm not good with these kind of situations.
Say anything, I just keep crying.
There, little. There will be plenty of people to murder. There.
And as he pats her on the back, he goes, there. We cut to Clarion and Midnight. Clarion's, he can feel the tip of his blade, the blood pumping, feel a very weak pulse, but he can feel it.
I smack her in the face a little.
Nothing happens. He's still unconscious.
I guess I'll pass until she wakes up somehow.
Bartholomew and Scarlet?
Cried so long that I have no tears left and I'm just exhausted. And I still have my head against his chest. I was like, if I join this mysterious group of yours, is there a way that they could help Midnight?
Midnight is not exactly. Midnight has been found, useless, in a sense, to be executed.
So you're saying I just did this group's dirty work?
I wouldn't call it dirty.
What would you call it?
Kinky?
You and I have very different definitions of kinky.
Yeah?
For
You're
one,
not wrong.
mine involves a comfortable bed, not murder.
Oh, looks at the comfortable bed. Uh-huh.
I see him look at the bed. All that talk I did about us being a team and helping each other out, and I'm the only one that drew any blood that actually mattered.
I mean, I could kill Shadow if you want me to.
I've thought about
Gladly
it.
do that. It's the anger I like.
What?
You have the skills I'm looking for.
Well, I don't even know who the we in we are is.
Clarion will explain he's better at it.
Well, then should we go find him?
No,
What?
I am tired. It's been a very, very stressful day. Quite entertaining.
I think I best find somewhere to bathe. I can't stand looking at myself covered in blood any longer.
Bartholomew looks at himself, always covered in. Huh, can't relate. You're used to being a cold-blooded murderer on a regular basis.
Well, this would be the first for me.
The first many.
Would you really kill me if I said no to joining a group of yours?
Axe just flutters with lightning. Yeah, it's nothing personal.
Sure,
More of a, if I don't, I kind of told you about it, so now you're like, you're either in or out. If you're out, then you gotta be dead. Like if what the Shadow were to find out.
Why would I tell Shadow?
I'm not saying you would. I'm saying if he were to find out.
You know, you've been so different. You got that stupid weapon of yours. What happened in that room?
If I did not value your sanity, I would show you.
You know what? Never mind.
It's you don't want it.
I'm just gonna walk out. At that point, I left my bloody weapons on the bed, and
Hey, you got my bed all dirty, you asshole!
I don't respond to that. The only weapon I have on me currently is the dagger that Shadow gave me. That's on my side, and I'm walking out to go and take a bath.
You go downstairs and down the hall. To the left is the bathhouse, and then you start taking off your clothes to get into the bath. And we go back to Clarion and Ares. Clarion, you see that she just start breathing again, and that she has survived the ordeal.
With my other free hand, I grab her by the lower jaw, shake her head a bit, and say, "Wake up."
Midnight awakes dazed. You open your eyes, everything's blurred for a second, and then you focus Clarion. You focus on his bright, sapphire blue eyes.
As Midnight awakens, you see only one eye opens, half open, dazed, as he just looks at you.
Well, look who decided to join the land of the living again.
Seems I'm still alive.
Yeah, so apparently would. So, do you know why you're here?
To die?
Possibly.
Do any of us know why we were?
My dear Ares, to an extent, you have served me, but I wanted you to know that it'd be me during the final blow, but not on my own wish, rather the wishes of your higher, of your master, of those who you thought your friend, allies.
Never once saw them as friends or allies.
Then you're not as much a fool as I thought you were. Congratulations. You've earned a modicum of my respect.
I don't need
But
your respect.
your fate was you decided to associate yourself.
Then my fate was sealed when
Apparently.
I've known her.
Hmm.
So I guess from the beginning, this was my end.
Do you have any final last word, any final sayings, letters, honorifics you'd like me to send along to anyone? I at least owe you that much for contributing to the order.
I'm sorry.
For?
Tell Scarlet I'm sorry. Sorry about I couldn't save them. I was there. I watched as her mother died. She said she loved her. Her mother, even in her dying breath, was only whispering of love for a child.
I get up close to her ears. I'm like, I know. We have always known. And yet we did nothing to. Because why? It suited our end to have someone as an outcast who had nowhere to go. You were an orphan, both socially and physically, and that helped us. You were invisible among the midnight. Used that to our advantage. So, I'll give you some modicum of mine pass. No, we have always known who the real cause of that incident was. Death, we will absolve your name. But it's a pity to say, you will never see a peaceful life again. Goodbye,
Midnight.
old friend.
Ares looks his one eye, tears up, but he doesn't look happy, more at peace. As Midnight's crying in peace, he looks at Clarion.
I must say, you could have helped us much, or at least Balmora. There's only so much the hand of the... But...
I want to ask you something.
Yes?
Do you even have you ever loved any...
My character laughs. Once. My family were nobility among the Underdark. We were respected, feared, home in a place. People who we were when we walked the streets, and I fell in love with a man from another noble house. But my family hated me. They despised me. And the matriarchs of law, the priests, despised my affections for another man. They wanted me with another matriarch. But that cunt couldn't handle the fact that I had a feeling. So what did she do? When she found out, she told the matriarch. And they, along with members of my own family, thought it'd be a good idea to put room to rest, along with him in the ground. So did I love someone? Yes, I quite did. And my family repaid that love with death. So, do I love it? Do I have a heart? Not for most, in all honesty. Few people ever actually earn my respect and affection. That's when I found the Jedi. They found me being hunted by the priests of law, hunting me and my family. The priests wanted to cover up things with the Underdark and their crime, so they thought best to murder my entire family. Why not? They had the power, they had to withhold the true events from the people. So the Jedi took me in. They gave me a new name to hide me from the priests. They gave me a life. Until one day Balmora came a reckoning. And so, a plan was undertook to insert me, a no one, into the citadel of Balmora, where there they could abuse their ability to hide in the dark, and blame the Underdark for the Genjidai causing. Manipulated the Underdark drow to attack Balmora, thinking that it was the Genjidai who resided there. And now, I help the king as his advisor on all things. He believes that the Genjidai are located inside the main citadel. The old foot of puck in my hand. With him, with this place, the Genjidai will already have control of Balmora. The Genjidai control everything. They just don't see it yet. Now, I think it's time we sent you along with little yogurt, did we? Are you ready?
That must have been so sad. Just like you, I thought I had lost such feelings, but even if I wanted to, the damage has already been done. She might be sad later. I'll be forgotten, gone forever. There is no after.
Indeed, my dear, you will be forgotten. Your name and house and legacy lost in the dust and sand of time. And
Can I
so
ask
ends.
something? Can I do it?
And I just shove the knife in his throat.
One lavender eye widens.
So ends the house Clarion Lefay, Kaiser. But now, house of Lefay.
So as you finish saying that, you see his limp body hanging against the tree, and you look, and as you admire your work, that is where we're going to call today.